Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Jonathan back again with the Weekly Scuffle. Today I'm talking about Anthony Joshua currently on the hunt for revenge after his defeat to Alexander Usyk, who was the cruiserweight unified champion of the world. Now came in, took all of AJ's belts. Honestly, Usyk is a great fighter. He proved that. He comes from the Lomachenko tree of fighters over there in Russia. And you gotta think of AJ as a fighter who's trying to learn how to box instead of a fighter trying to be a fighter. Very similar to what a Deontay Wilder did in his preparation for Tyson Fury. In Deontay Wilder's case, he did show that he improved on some aspects of the game, but still, you could have argued that maybe he should have just been more of a brawler. That's his style. That's the same thing with AJ. They're just brawlers. They're not natural boxers. I believe both of them picked up the boxing game late, and they both came in with tremendous physical attributes and strength and knockout power, and that's how they got to the top. And sometimes a lot of people forget about this and they think, oh, I need to learn how to box now. But the truth is, once you're at this high of a level, you're never going to catch up to the boxing ability of someone like a Usyk or a Tyson Fury. And AJ showed this his last fight. He got outboxed almost every round. He had his moments in a couple rounds, but even though I was going for AJ, I saw clearly that Usyk obliterated him, just purely outboxed him, and even got him hurt because of how much damage he was doing outboxing him. And AJ said in an interview, he said that he was coming for revenge. He didn't want to be friends with his opponents. He was coming for war and he was ready for it. Here, there's a picture of him with Ronnie Shields, who's the trainer of both the Charlo twins, two pretty good fighters. And honestly, he's a good candidate for AJ. I saw a quote that said most of the American or most of the UK fighters usually have an American coach that helped them reach the top level. Look at Tyson Fury, for example. And honestly, I think AJ, a good coach for him, is definitely Eddie Reynoso. I know there's a little language barrier there. I don't think it's anything serious that they can't work through if they really tried. But having Frank Sanchez, the Cuban Flash, and Andy Ruiz, who formerly beat AJ, as your sparring partners, in my opinion, that would be insane. That would be crazy. I think, honestly, I think that could help AJ just get ready for war. But we have to see. We have to see who AJ chooses as a trainer. He has to feel it himself. He has to know it's right. And definitely, just anyone other than the guy that was coaching him. I'm not familiar with his trainer from the last fight. Just screaming, "Good job, AJ! Good job!" And he was getting destroyed every round. And we'll see how this progresses and who trains him for the Usyk rematch. But with all that being said, see y'all next time.